This video will guide you through reviewing a severance agreement. Severance agreement review is a frequently requested service on the ContractsCounsel platform, since employees want to understand the terms of their severance package before signing. If you have received a severance agreement as part of your employment termination, then this video is for you. Before we start, just a brief disclaimer. The following information is provided for educational purposes and in no way constitutes legal advice. For legal advice, we encourage you to consult a licensed attorney. We will cover top considerations when asked to sign a severance agreement, key terms to find and understand in your agreement, and costs to hire a lawyer for severance agreement review. We have also added a link in the description below with information on legal fees. Now let's get started. Top considerations for severance agreements. Severance agreements are legally binding agreements between employees and employers that outline the terms of an employee's departure. Before diving into specific terms, here are some things to keep in mind. Severance pay and benefits. Ensure you understand the amount of severance pay and any additional benefits being offered, such as health insurance continuation. Health insurance is an important benefit to be considered. COBRA. This is a regulation that allows employees and their families to continue their group health insurance for a limited period after losing their jobs. The severance agreement may reference this. Release of claims. Most severance agreements require you to release the employer from any legal claims. Understand the implications of this release and how it may limit you in the future if you had a claim. Future employment. Review any restrictions on your future employment opportunities, such as non-compete or non-solicitation clauses. These could limit your ability to work for certain employers in the future. Review period. Under the Older Workers Benefit Protection Act, employees over 40 years old must be given at least 21 days to review the agreement. Ensure you have enough time to review before signing. Consider hiring a lawyer. It is always recommended to hire a lawyer to help review a severance agreement. They can ensure the contract is legally compliant, help you understand your rights, and coach you on negotiations if you want to push back on the agreement. Key terms to understand. Severance agreements contain many important terms that you should understand. Here are some key terms to look for. 1. Severance pay. Find the clause that outlines the amount of severance pay you will receive and the payment schedule. 2. Continuation of benefits. As noted, review the terms related to the continuation of benefits, such as health insurance, and the duration of these benefits. It is important to understand this term. 3. Release of claims. Find the section that may require you to waive your right to sue the employer for any claims arising out of your employment or termination. 4. Non-disparagement. This section prevents you from making negative statements about the employer. Understand what this means and its implications. 5. Non-compete and non-solicitation. These sections may impact your future career by limiting your ability to work for competitors or solicit clients or employees of the employer. Make sure you understand what you are agreeing to. 6. Confidentiality. This section will require you to keep certain information confidential. Understand what that information is so you do not make a mistake. 7. Return of company property. This section details the requirement to return any company property in your possession. 8. Review period. This specifies the amount of time you have to review the agreement before signing. As noted above, there are regulations in place related to review period requirements. And 9. Dispute resolution. This outlines the method for resolving any disputes that may arise from the agreement. Average costs to hire a lawyer. Hiring a lawyer to review your severance agreement is always recommended. ContractsCounsel's marketplace allows you to post your project and receive competitive bids from lawyers to compare. Based on our data, the average cost to review a severance agreement is $440 on a flat fee. This is based on 75 recent projects across the U.S. Legal fees can vary based on the following factors. State or location. Lawyer fees may vary based on where they are located. For example, a lawyer in New York City will likely have a higher rate than a lawyer in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Length of agreement. Given lawyers traditionally bill by the hour, a longer agreement will require more of their time, which can make the legal costs higher. Complexity of terms. If there are complicated terms in the agreement, it can increase legal fees since it will require the lawyer to spend more time working on the project. Negotiations. If you expect to negotiate with the employer, there may be additional fees for legal support. Reviewing a severance agreement is critical in making sure you protect your rights and ensure a fair departure from your employer. If you need help from an experienced lawyer, feel free to search ContractsCounsel or visit ContractsCounsel.com and post a job to get quotes from lawyers to help you. Thanks for watching.